Hello all you glorious people of the world, Chelsea-Chee here, back with Undertale. We're doing the genocide route. We have 19 monsters left in this area, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'll basically see you guys when that's done, because we've seen all of the monster variants at this point. Jumps ominously up and down. Woohoo! I leveled up. I'm level 15. Oh. In case you guys have not seen a genocide run before, the max level is 20, I'm pretty sure. So, I'm almost there. I just love also with these smaller ones, I just have been like tanking their hits. Mostly because I've been bad at dodging it, but also I'm just like, they're just doing so little that I just don't even bother, and I just go back to the save spot to heal. It's not a very good strategy, and I'm gonna really regret it that I'm not practicing my dodging, but what can you do? Alright, that should be all the monsters, but I just want to make sure. I would like my "but nobody came" to pop up. Then we get the ominous music playing instead of the slowed down core music, which I'm not a fan of. Like, the snowed in music slowed down was creepy. There we go. But nobody came. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the box. Before I go back to the box, I'm going to drop this because I don't need it. We want the snowman pieces. We want the noodles. We want the pie. Oh, we do want the glam burger. Let me change up real fast. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 spots. Some of this might end up getting changed, but we're gonna buy 2 of these. Alone again. And then we're gonna take all of this with us. Maybe not yet. Just trying to think. I'll put those back in there. Alright. I'm trying to get my inventory ready as much as possible so I don't have to do too much moving around, but we'll see. Okay, are you guys ready for us to go fight Mettaton? We're healed up. My, so you've finally arrived. What are you wearing? After our first meeting, I realized something ghastly. You're not just a threat to monsters, but humanity as well. That is true. I do want to kill everybody. Oh my, that's an issue. You see, I can't be a star without an audience. And besides, there are some people I want to protect. Ah ha ha. Eager, as always, eh? But don't touch that dial. There's something you haven't accounted for. As any true fan would know, I was first created as a human eradication robot. It was only after becoming a star that I was given a more photogenic body. However, because the square, the rectangle, Those original functions have never been fully removed. Come any closer, and I'll be forced to show you my true form. Let us see it. We're ready for it. Fine then. Ready? It's showtime! Mettaton Neo blocks the way. And Mettaton looks pretty cool in this form. 90 attack, 9 defense. Dr. Alfie's greatest invention. I don't know if I'm gonna have to... Stage lights are blaring. He looks pretty cool. He's pretty powerful. Doesn't have a lot of defense, though. Alright, are you ready? We just completely murder him. Gah. Guess you don't want to join my fan club. And he just blows up. That is kind of the one disappointing part of Genocide route, is that Mettatons look so cool. And you just easily just kill him like that. I know Chi has the same face, but I don't like the way Chi's looking at me. Are you guys getting a feeling? I'm getting a feeling. Well, let's go. On the very long elevator again. Very long. Longer than normal? Maybe. It might be just as long as the first time we did it, but who knows. I'm sure this just says the term... Oh, nope, it doesn't say anything. Alright. Well, we're gonna take the nice long way. I don't know if we could use that elevator. We're not going to, though. Just in case we can. It is very important that we go this way. No music. We got ourselves a box. Gotta find ourselves some keys. Howdy, Chi. You finally made it home. Remember when we used to play here? Boy, today's gonna be just as fun. Yeah, you just been watching me murder everything, Flowey? Totally haven't been helping. Where are the knives? I've read this already. You took the key and put it on your phone's keychain. Hold on. No chocolate. Oh, we're very upset that there's no chocolate. I remember when I first woke up here, in the garden. I was so scared. I couldn't feel my arms or my legs. My entire body had turned into a flower. Mom, Dad, somebody help me, I called out. But nobody came. So now instead of us getting the story from other monsters about Azrael and the human child, mostly because all those monsters are dead, we're gonna get a different story from Flowey. Some presents. There's a heart-shaped locket inside the box. Will you take it? Yes, you got the locket. Knife inside the box. Will you take it? Yes. You got the real knife. Let's check out these items. Armor defense 99. You can feel it beating. Real knife. Weapon attack 99. Here we are. We're gonna put the locket on right where it belongs. However, we are not going to put the knife on. Not yet. Eventually, the king found me, crying in the garden. I explained what had happened to him. Then he held me, Chee. He held me with tears in his eyes, saying, "There, there. Everything is going to be all right." He was so emotional. But for some reason, I didn't feel anything at all. You took the key and put it on your phone's keychain. It's me, Chee. Isn't that supposed to be different? I feel like that's supposed to say something different. And maybe it's because of the way I named my character. I don't know. It might be because of that. I'll talk about that more later. Let's go back. Ooh. Gonna put the hat in here. Maybe if I put the knife on? About time. Maybe now? I just want to check something real fast. We'll leave the knife on, actually, right now. Nope. Still the same. Okay. Anyways. Onward we go. We got both keys. I unlocked the chain. Yeah, who cares about reading the note? We already know where the keys are. Our text is red now. In a lot of spots. I soon realized I didn't feel anything about anyone. My compassion had disappeared. And believe me, it's not like I wasn't trying. I wasted weeks with that stupid king, vainly hoping I would feel something. But it became too much for me. I ran away from home. Eventually, I reached the ruins. Inside, I found her, Chee. I thought of all people, she could make me feel whole again. She failed. Not even gonna say Toriel's name. Because we murdered her. We don't deserve to hear her name again. I realized those two were useless. I became despondent. I just wanted to love someone. I just wanted to care about someone. Chee, you might not believe this, but I decided it wasn't worth living anymore. Not in a world without love. Not in a world without you. So, I decided to follow in your footsteps. I would erase myself from existence. And you know what? I succeeded. So Flowey was able to kill himself, basically, like how we did. But as I left this mortal coil, I started to feel apprehensive. If you don't have a soul, what happens when you... Something primal started to burn inside me. No, I thought. I don't want to die. Then I woke up. Like it was all just a bad dream. I was back at the garden. Back at my save point. Save points? Like what we've been using? Interested, I decided to experiment. Again and again, I brought myself to the edge of death. At any point, I could have let this world continue on without me. But as long as I was determined to live, I could go back. Amazing, isn't it, Chee? I was amazed too. Which is, that kind of explains how we're able to, after we die, quote unquote, we're able to come back. It's because we're so determined that our soul does not actually die. And we just come back to our last save point. At first, I used my powers for good. I became friends with everyone. I solved all their problems flawlessly. Their companionship was amusing. For a while. As time repeated, people proved themselves predictable. What would this person say if I gave them this? What would they do if I said this to them? Once you know the answer, that's it. That's all they are. Which is real interesting, because that's what I basically had to do with Undyne. I had to fight her so many times that I learned the pattern of her attacks, and I knew which attack was coming, especially the ones where you're the green heart and you just have the 4 ways. I just had to, if my fingers worked properly, I knew which way the arrows were coming, and I was able to block it. But I always ran into that wall. It all started because I was curious. Curious what would happen if I killed them. I don't like this, I told myself. I'm just doing this because I have to know what happens. What an excuse. You, of all people, must know how liberating it is to act this way. At least we're better than those sickos that stand around and watch it happen. Those pathetic people that want to see it, but are too weak to do it themselves. I bet someone like that's watching right now, aren't they? They're calling you out. They're calling you guys out. It's okay. I was called out once upon a time, too. It took me 10 years to actually do it, but now I'm doing it. I'm feeling liberated by murdering. I still feel really bad. Except for Undyne, I feel really bad, too, but I'm just glad that I don't have to do it again. Once is good enough for me, I say. Nowadays, even that's grown tiring. You understand, Chee. I've done everything this world has to offer. I've read every book. I've burned every book. I've won every game. I've lost every game. I've appeased everyone. I've killed everyone. Sets of numbers, lines of dialogue. I've seen them all. But you're different. I never could predict you, Chee. You couldn't predict that I'd put my name in all caps? When I saw you in the ruins, I didn't recognize you. I thought I could frighten you, then steal your soul. I failed. And when I tried to load my save file, it didn't work. Chee, your determination. Somehow, it's even greater than mine. Which we learned in the Omega Flowey route. That even as what we thought was one Chee, which we now know is Frisk, our determination was stronger than Flowey's. So Flowey was unable to load their save file, and we could therefore, like, refuse. So that still works the same, even when we're Chee. Our determination is stronger than Flowey, and that's not a good thing for Flowey. I just have one question for you, Chee. How did you get back to the ruins from here? Wait, I know. She must have taken you when she left, and decided to give you a proper burial rather than hanging out in the basement forever, I guess in those coffins. But why then? What made you wake up? Did you hear me calling you? I don't think we're a corpse. I think we've still taken over Frisk's body. It doesn't matter now. I'm so tired of this, Chee. I'm tired of all these people. I'm tired of all these places. I'm tired of being a flower. Chee, there's just one thing left I want to do. Let's finish what we started. Let's free everyone. Then, Let's let them see what humanity is really like. I gotta say, there's not very many monsters left to be freed. I have freed them from life. Like, that despite it all, this world is still kill or be killed. Yeah, it certainly is. Then, well, I had been entertaining a few ways to use that power. But seeing you here changed my mind. Chee, I think if you're around, just living in the surface world doesn't seem so bad. Because if we remember, Chee wasn't a big fan of Asriel. Chee didn't really treat Asriel well. Like a family member should. And Asriel and Flower are kind of technically the same person. It's just Asriel without his soul. We don't even need to leave to get them this time. The king has 6 of them locked away. I've tried hundreds of ways to get him to show me them, but he just won't. Chee, I know he'll do it for you. Well, one way or another, I'll get them souls. Why am I telling you all of this? Chee, I said it before. Even after all this time, you're still the only one that understands me. You won't give me any worthless pity. No, I will not. Creatures like us wouldn't hesitate to kill each other if we got in each other's way. So that's why. Uh-oh. What's this feeling? Why am I shaking? Hey, Chee, no hard feelings about back then, right? Hey, what are you doing? Back off! Uh-oh. You said it, not me, Flowey. I've changed my mind about all this. This isn't a good idea anymore. You should go back, Chee. I've got nowhere to go back to, Flowey. This place is fine the way it is. It's a bit too late. Everyone's dead. Stop making that creepy face. This isn't funny. You've got a sick sense of humor. What happens? Boop. Oh, nope, music goes away. I guess that's it for Flowey. Alright. We're gonna save. We're not gonna end the episode here just yet. I want to show you guys one thing, and then we'll end the episode here. But first, I'm gonna check some things, and then I'll save, just to make sure we're all looking good. Alright, so we're in the last corridor, where we meet Sans. We're gonna meet and talk to Sans, and then we'll end the video off there. I just want to give you guys a taste of what's to come. I'm not doing it in this video. I don't know if I'm taking another week off to do it for the next video, but we'll find out. We'll find out together. We'll also see about the knife, but we'll talk a little bit about that after we do all of this. Anyways, la-da-da, la-di-da. We have saved, so that way when we inevitably die, just pop back here. Hey, Sans. It's a long time no see since I've killed your brother. Hey, you've been busy, huh? So, I've got a question for you. Do you think even the worst person can change? That everybody can be a good person if they just try? Alright. Well, here's a better question. Do you want to have a bad time? Because if you take another step forward, you are really not gonna like what happens next. Well, sorry, old lady. Breaking his promise to Toriel, but it's okay. Because she's dead. This is why I never make promises. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in hell. Huh. Always wondered why people never use their strongest attack first. You feel like you're gonna have a bad time. Indeed, I am. Although, you get some bumpin' music for this fight. So, I'm gonna be okay with my bad time. I'm not gonna bother trying to actually fight Sans, but we will do this. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Megalovania is blasting in my ear holes. I do love it a lot. Let's check him out. Sans. 1 attack, 1 defense. The easiest enemy can only deal 1 damage. Whoops. Yep. Just immediate death. Alright. You cannot give up just yet. Chee, stay determined. Alright, so. And then we should start, yep. Alright, so here's why I'm actually not gonna use the knife. And I'm gonna use the burnt pan. Which we didn't actually see why. I don't really think the locket is gonna do too much. I might need a different defense item, and I'll look up to see which ones are best, because Sans can only deal 1 damage, so it doesn't matter how much defense you have, because 1 damage is 1 damage. Now the thing is that Sans has a poison attack that you saw, like it was purple, so my health was constantly going down, so he deals 1 damage constantly over poison a long period of time. And so, on top of his attacks being very, very difficult, he is a very hard battle to fight. And for us, which you guys will see in the next episode, it doesn't matter our attack power. We're not going to be able to actually hit him for a long time. So, we will see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the knife in here. We'll grab the knife uno momento, but I'm going to take my stuff. Which means if defense doesn't matter, I might want the invincibility. Now that I'm thinking about it. Which is the cloudy glasses. Right. After you get hurt by an attack, you stay invulnerable for longer. So yeah. Alright, so I should have... Okay. We're gonna put the locket away as well. Alright. So... We'll save and that'll be... Alright, so the next episode is going to probably be the last episode. It'll probably be long, because after we beat Sans is our next hard boss. He's our next final He is the final boss, basically. After we beat him, there's not much left of the game. There's more dialogue to deal with, but I don't think enough of that dialogue would warrant itself a video just by itself. I got the hiccups. Sand scared the hiccups into me. Ooh. I'm actually surprised I lasted through that first little section without dying. So I'm pretty happy about that. So yeah, I think the next video is going to be the final Undertale video. Honestly, didn't think it was going to come up this early, but that's how it is. I'm very excited. I'm also worried about fighting Sans. So we'll see. We'll see how well I do. A lot of people technically consider Undyne's fight harder than Sans, so maybe I won't have such a difficult time. Maybe not. It is going to be similar to Undyne with the fact that you just have to memorize the movesets of what he does. And it does last longer, too. So you gotta have the mental endurance and the determination to make it happen. So yes, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the playthrough and enjoying my struggles and successes. I'm very excited to be doing Undertale. I've had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you guys are having fun watching too, and that you will continue to watch until the very end, and just jam along to Megalovania if all else fails. As always, be sure to like, comment, share, and even subscribe if you've not already done so. And I'll see you guys in the next video, the finale of Undertale Genocide and Undertale as a whole. So I'll see you guys then.